Hello, hello, hello. This is another episode of the Mental Threads Podcast, 127. I am here with, you want me to tell your government name, or you want to go with your...
Yeah, you can do both names.
All right, Kendrick Carter, or EQWRECK, I think is what you...
EQWRECK.
Oh, EQWRECK. Okay, I don't know. I've been trying to read it in my head the whole time. But yeah, Kendrick Carter or EQWRECK. That's what you would say if you want to say something. Hey, what's up?
Yeah, EQWRECK. That stands for Eternal Quality.
Oh, Eternal. That's actually pretty cool. Eternal Quality.
That's my record label.
Oh, yeah, that is your record label now. I know it's on your page and everything, but it's say it again, say it.
Eternal Quality.
Eternal Quality. So how long have you been producing, or like pretty much producing for other artists and stuff of that nature, making beats?
Well, I started making beats 15 years ago. As far as audio engineering, I want to say it's been like 5 or 6 years. So, it's still kind of new on the audio engineering, but I've been in music for a long time.
Okay, well, that's crazy and everything. And you lived in Charlotte your whole life, correct?
No, I just moved to Charlotte last year, actually. So I grew up mostly in Albemarle. I moved a lot of places growing up, actually. I was born in Hendersonville. I lived in South Carolina, Arkansas, Texas. Just all over the map, really.
Oh, okay. Is it because like your family might be like a military family, or is it just like whatever?
Nah, not a military family, but they take opportunities wherever they got opportunities. So they'll just move us accordingly to that.
Oh, okay. And I know, like, from a lot of people moving around and everything, it could be hard to kind of build roots in that area. Would you say you had that same problem growing up? Or?
Yeah, it's hard to get, comfortable in a place, but I mean, that's kind of translated to how I am now. I'll do something big in one city, and then it's time for me to move on and go do something big in the next city.
Okay. That's really good then. Actually, that could be like a strength for you then, because it's just like some people get too comfortable in the area that they're at and they don't want to leave and stuff of that nature.
That's the thing about this industry, though. You can't be afraid to move. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. When you got opportunities, you need to take them opportunities, or they just going to be what ifs.
Not just opportunities, but just just daily habits and things like that. Some people might want to like write a book or want to do things and want to, but never take the steps to actually seek out and really do it. And like I feel like you're really, I don't want to say ruining your life, but in a sense, you're just kind of like you're kind of screwing yourself out of life in a sense.
You just get like content. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. When you don't want to move, you just get content with it.
Yeah, I feel like stagnancy is like the second death for me, and like not even the second death, but it's like the death of the mind in a sense, because it's like you really don't want to open yourself up to like possibilities in life, and then you're just stuck in and doing the same thing over and over for like a while, which is basically insanity in a sense. Would you agree?
I agree with that.
Most definitely. So it's like, so you just pretty much moved into Charlotte. You haven't really been here too long, correct?
Correct.
And from my understanding, because I know I've was recommended to you by one Leo Era, which I think you've met in college, correct?
Yes.
And it's Western Carolina?
Yeah, Western Carolina University.
Oh, and what did you study out there in Western Carolina?
Marketing and business management. I was also in the drum line over there, too.
Hey, I went to the business school too.
Really?
Marketing.
Oh yeah, that's where it is, bro.
No, seriously. I don't know what led me into going into marketing. I feel like in my case, it was just like my folks wanted me to go to go do something more healthcare related. Want me to like be like a pharmacist at first, but I don't know nothing about biology or like freaking chemistry.
Well, the best thing about marketing though is that marketing teach you how to sell, and no matter what you're doing in life, you need to know how to sell something, whether that's a product, a service, or yourself at the end of the day.
Yeah, seriously. And they really make it like, so it's just like, because it's like there's practicalities in a lot of business matters and everything, but they actually take it a step further to actually educate you on something.
You can come out real quick.
Okay, no problem. Let me pause. Nothing wrong. Sorry about that, y'all. But yeah, as I was saying, it's just like, what were you saying? What was that me that was saying? Oh yeah, the practicalities and stuff. They take it a step further to pretty much break down like not only just the basics and everything, but also like the more complicated aspects of running a business and being successful in business as whole. Right. But I feel like marketing is very important, especially in this day and age, since we have social media and everything.
Right.
Your whole life could change just based on just taking a due diligence, really raise your brand and everything to a certain degree and stuff of that nature.
Poor marketing skills, could be your downfall. You can have the greatest product in the world, but if you can't market that product, you ain't gonna go nowhere with it.
Yeah, most definitely, man. No true words haven't been spoken. But it's like from your experience from Western Carolina, because like I went to an HBCU, so it's like I'm thinking like when people say they went to a PWI, I'm thinking like that's like some alien type stuff, like what's going on. Like it's just I'm so used to being like in a school that's like predominantly black. It's just like I can't really see it like any other way. Like I was so successful out there, and I just went to like I was brought up on going to like predominantly white schools, and it was always like a hassle and everything. And it was just like some nonsense going on or something crazy. So as I said, people like willingly chose to go to PWIs like out of their own. I'll be like, why though? Why though? And it's like, could you explain like what your experiences was like out there?
Yeah, I'll explain that. It wasn't about being a HBCU or a race thing for me. It's kind of like Western Carolina was one of the best music schools in the country. I don't know if you knew that. And I kind of just wanted to be where the best was. So, that's kind of why I chose that route, because music is my life at the end of the day. So I'm going to follow that before anything else.
Okay, that's crazy. That's wonderful. So like knowing that it was like a music school or a school that had a very strong music presence, or community, for instance, and everything. So like, what did you brush shoulders with all types of people of producer type backgrounds, or you just brush shoulders with a lot of people who said they wanted to be like rappers, or brush shoulders with people who wanted to be artists, or something like that, or was it just like oh yeah, they just had a really good business school, music school?
Yeah, I did meet all sorts of producers, artists in there. I wasn't an artist when I got there. I was a producer and a drummer, of course. But being a producer, I met other producers. Then it's kind of like, okay, now we need people to hop on the beats. I can't find no people to hop on the beats, so I'm going to hop on the beats. Now I'm the artist and the engineer, you know what I'm saying? And then after I had a little presence about me, that's when other artists started popping up that I didn't even know went to the school. That's kind of, how I met like Leo here and other people out there.
Okay, that's wonderful. That's good that at least you had like some form of community. Cause like I don't know, finding people like to hop on your beat, I think it'll be like tough for y'all and everything. Because I'm thinking there's always people looking for beats. There's always like artists who want to like take this rap thing to a certain level. And as soon as we hear like a really good like beat or whatever or instrumental, like we're stuck on that, and we're like we always feel like we're connected to that producer to a certain degree. I feel like a lot of people. I'm like on my last mixtape was like, okay, a mini producer is one of the people. I don't know if you heard of him.
Who?
Mini producer. Cool. This is he's this producer that's like in this, I think like kind of paraplegic. I don't know what the situation is, but I don't know how to explain it. But he's like a small statured a person that's like in this this chair that he has to use buttons to kind of move around, but he still makes like dope beats and everything. When I said mini producer, I didn't know like what that meant for, and then I actually saw it. I'm like, oh wow, he is kind of like a mini producer, but his stuff was so fire and everything because he made so many wonderful beats that I was really listening to, and I feel like I expressed myself through. So it's like that's just to know like where y'all place is as producers,
right.
So it's like there's always gonna be people out there for which that might want to get in with like your beats. Although I haven't really listened to your instrumentals. Like what might your instrumentals like what do they sound like? Are they more like Bryson Tiller like? Are they like a boom bop like? Are they trap like? What's your flavor?
So I'm an artist, I've got records that you wouldn't even expect, you know what I'm saying? I got a lot of trap records. I got a lot of R&B records. I got some pop records, got some country, got some rock records. You know what I'm saying? I'm a musician at the end of the day. So I don't even limit myself to one single genre. Whenever I meet the person that wants to do something different, I take that opportunity every single time to further myself.
Okay, no, seriously. I mean, that's not bad either. I mean, this is really the time where like really trying something different could really take you far. I mean, you saw what I did for like Lil Nas X and everything. Dude did like country, hip hop. Yeah.
The crazy thing is that in high school, me and my boy LG, who kind of put me on the game with producing, we made a record similar to that. And then it was like 6 years later, Lil Nas X came out, and we're like, man, we could have been famous if we would have just not been scared to put it out there.
No, you really can't be scared to put something different out there for sure, man. It's just like, oh no, man. I just feel like, like rap and hip hop is changing so rapidly where it's just like, it could be a good and bad thing to the point. Yeah. But it's like we're at the point where it's like anybody can really make it. anybody can make a fan base as long as you're like relatable or you have somebody that could be like, okay, I can get where he's coming from that.
That's true. There's a fan base for everything. That's all I gotta say. There's a fan base for everything. So don't be scared to put yourself out there, because the people that like you and respect your sound, they gonna gravitate to you at the end of the day.
Yeah, no, seriously, man, for real. And it's just like, y'all producers and everything, you really, because a lot of us artists, like, we just listen to instrumentals all day. Some of us actually taught ourselves, like, how to, like, make beats and everything. I think I'm definitely in the circle of people who don't know how to make their own beats. So it's just like, knowing that y'all can actually do it and everything. It's like, y'all really give us, like, the instruments to really change our lives, and also at the same token it's just like really learn how to express our struggles and our viewpoints and everything of that nature. So it's just like it's like like peanut butter and jelly, we mesh together like well. It's like one can't do it without the other, that situation and everything. So it's like, how you've worked with like plenty of artists at this point, right?
Hundreds,
yeah. That's a lot. But it's just like, but you've worked with enough. It's just like, what are some things that it's like working, what are some things like working with so many artists like that has taught you as a producer, like over the years and everything, like, like, okay, like I see like why things are, but like, what does it taught you? What does it taught you?
That's a pretty good question, actually. Just working with a lot of artists and a wide range variety of artists taught me that, as a producer engineer, when I'm working with somebody else, I need to help make something that they enjoy and that they're proud of at the end of the day. I know that in the studio, I'm working on somebody's child, so I treat everybody's work like it's my own. You know what I'm saying? So it's just about giving respect to everybody, too, in their creativity.
Yeah, no, that's a very good way to look at it like that. On another note, is like, what are some things like, that makes the difference between like a successful artist and like a not so successful? Like, what are some like, I don't want to say like habits or anything, but if we can go like just habits or anything of that, but just basically just everything in general, from habits, how they present themselves, and just overall professionalism. What makes like what make it or break like an artist? Yeah.
The difference is that, with anything in life, it don't matter what you're doing, really, but the fact that you give it your all, what I'm saying? Things that make sense to your goal, you go for it. If it don't make sense, you ignore it. You know what I'm saying? It's not always easy to do the right thing towards the direction that you're trying to do. But the successful artists I know, this is their life too. You know what I'm saying? They take it very seriously, and they won't take no for an answer. Or even if they fail, or get set back, that don't stop them from doing it. You know what I'm saying? You can't be scared to take that hit if it's what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? You just got to take that hit and keep moving with it.
Yeah, I truly, truly believe that for sure, because I know a lot of people might think that they can just take their maybe 1 in a trillion and everything. They think like, oh, I'm gonna just make it just off because like I got skill or because I got this or that. But I feel like it's those who persevere, those who really like make this their lives and actually like, actually like fail forward in a sense. Like those are the main ones that are gonna take it to a certain degree where it's like, okay, yeah, you've earned it, like to get here and everything. It should as opposed to those who just think like, okay, I got it, everything's gonna be fine, I'm already gonna win. It's alright.
Another thing that you just made me think about was that like people will tell me how they respect me and where I'm at, and they just thought it came to me easy. I've been doing this for 15 years. There's been times in this industry where I went broke. There's been times where I was defeated or I was told no. You know what I'm saying? But it's the fact that this is my life and this is what I want to do that I kept doing it. If you just keep going with it, eventually you're going to get somewhere. You know what I'm saying? I mean, success don't have no time limit. It's just keep doing it.
No, seriously, like you just keep doing it, man. Like for real, like nothing is tomorrow isn't promised. Right. So you got to prepare for tomorrow as best as you can. Tomorrow is for those who prepare for today. So it's just like, to know that you got 15 years of experience and everything, that's way more valuable than any Maserati or any big old mansion like right now. I mean, because I could carry you to those things in the future. But it's like, for real, like it's just going to affect other aspects of your life also. And I know you're a businessman, and it's like, you're not just doing it just on the beast thing, but what other types of business do you like really invest in? Is it like clothing or anything of that nature?
I have had clothing lines, but most of my businesses is still related to music. I got a job as a professional audio salesman, where I sell professional audio equipment to the biggest venues, biggest, artists, engineers. I sell them their gear. And then on top of that, I own DaCypher Charlotte, which is it's a showcase competition that gives the smaller artists that, kind of struggle with getting major placements an opportunity to really showcase themselves to a live audience, and then also open up opportunities and grow with us. Saying that could take you to the festival level. And then with that, I also am the owner of DaCypher Charlotte Entertainment Academy, which is a nonprofit organization that we do for kids, where we got a curriculum, we set them up, and they are the show. They're the live sound engineers. They run the lights. They got the cameras. They got the artists. They know how to do a whole show for themselves, and they're kids. You know what I'm saying? And then I'm also an audio engineer at Creativity Evolved Studios. I got a mobile podcasting business where I'll, podcast for different businesses in the area and, give them some opportunities to promote themselves. Man, I just got so many jobs that's in the music industry. It's kind of hard to explain it.
Yeah, you're definitely, you're going to make it for sure. Because ain't no way. Yeah, definitely. Invite me to that pool party at your mash.
Man,
for sure.
You invited. You got an invite already.
It's good to know, because it's like that type of work ethic that just says like chilling. Like, I know this dude is not doing all this stuff, because I know I've been seeing the whole DaCypher stuff on Instagram for a minute and everything, but it wasn't until like Leo Era actually like introduced me onto like oh, the guy who actually does the whole DaCypher Charlotte thing and everything. And it's like, oh, okay, yeah, sure, I can just look up with them. And it's like, so a lot of like artists in the Charlotte area because of that whole DaCypher situation.
Yeah, because of that, and my job, at the Guitar Center, just meeting a lot of different people and connecting with people that's in the same field as me. I do know a lot of people. I'm plugged in out here. I ain't fully made it yet, but I'm plugged in a little bit.
Okay, I mean, sometimes being plugged in, that's a good investment, man. It's just like investments come in little seeds, just for knowing somebody, just for connecting with somebody. You never know who might even change your life just because you met up with them and everything, who could put you on game. And it's just like one thing I've learned, like really like since like even high school, trying to get this stuff, this whole music thing situated to even like now I'm like 24. And it's just like really like most artists that are competent are mad humble. That's one thing I noticed. Like they're mad. People that are actually gonna get somewhere are mad humble. And like really like those are the ones that not only put you on game, but they don't even try to make it into a competition, because it's like we're already trying to compete with ourselves anyway.
That's a good observation, because like when you do get up here, like it's about helping each other. You know what I'm saying? And not being selfish. Because that selfish energy, that ain't gonna get you nowhere in life. Anybody that's already made it knows it takes a team to be successful.
Yeah.
So
not just a team, but it's just like also a set of principles that really can that could really take you a lot further. Also, the principle of building good habits, focusing on your body, focusing on your spirituality, your diet, anything that you ingest, everything in general, just cutting off toxic people in general. That could take you a lot further and everything compared to just having bad negative habits as a whole and everything, or just conspire having a whole selective habits that aren't going to be helpful for you in the slightest. That can also make or break your career.
That's very good.
Yeah, no, seriously. And it's just like you want to surround yourself with people that are kind of like-minded to that degree and everything.
Right. People that's hungry, and people that ain't gonna put you down so they can get up. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, no, seriously. You hear a lot about people who brag about, they're gonna make it and blah blah blah. And all they do is talk mess like all day or start drama all day. And it's like, dude, if you put that same energy into into your passions and everything, taking the steps to actually be organized into your passions, you will be surprised where you go. But you never hear about them people after a while. It's just like whatever. Yeah. What was that?
No, that's true. That's true.
Very true. But it's like from the DaCypher Charlotte situation, how did that come about? You just thought about you just thought it up on one day and you just went with it?
I can't take all the credit for it. Actually, my supervisor at the Guitar Center, he came to me, saying, man, we got all this money that we making here. We need to do something. We came up with this plan. We're like, what is Charlotte missing? There's showcases out here a lot of artists can get onto, but it's kind of like, a lot of artists don't get that opportunity to get to the next level. It's like you're just this showcase artist. So I believe in longevity and you know, the name Eternal Quality is about, you know, I bring you in, you're gonna grow with me. I want to bring in these artists that don't really get these opportunities, give them an affordable price to get on the stage. And it's like, okay, let's see how you do. I've had artists win this competition that didn't have producers or engineers. They recorded it at their home on their phones, you know. And we got judges. I don't judge any of the music. You know, they came in and win the showcase. Next thing you know, they're going to the final competition. They get a chance to win money and go to bigger festivals after this. Because like the winner of this competition, we taking them to other festivals, and we're their management team.
So y'all do it all then. That's actually cool. There's actually another organization that I've heard of. I think there might be a little bit down the line, but they're pretty much familiar with the whole festival situation. Artist development. They're called a Crowd Freak, and they also got a service called a Distro Freak and everything, where if, like, you upload music through a Distro Freak, and then they can just put it on every platform, like Distro Kid and everything. But this time they actually review your music, put it on playlists on Spotify, and actually really can hook you up with festivals too, Brush and Shoulders and stuff like Currency, Wiz Khalifa, and even Rod Wave and stuff of that nature. That's what I was thinking about rolling with, like, in the future too. But no one's like, there's like y'all be doing it too with DaCypher, Charlotte, like here in Charlotte and everything.
Here in Charlotte, I mean, there are some circumstances that we can't run our festival this year. It was a racial problem that I can't talk too much about because the press has to release it first.
That's all right.
But, you know what I'm saying? Yes, we do that too.
Dang, even racial problem.
You're in Charlotte, bro.
Actually, no. Here in Charlotte, I'm not really surprised about that. Yeah. But no racial problems in regards to music. You know, it's just like, okay, right. Like, you know, like, don't we all trying, like, you can listen to whatever you want.
And I don't make it about that. Like, my showcase is equal. You know what I'm saying? You can come in and win this showcase as doing whatever genre you want. I mean, mostly rappers and black rappers sign up for it, but I don't close the door to anybody that want to come in and showcase themselves.
Yeah, most definitely. But we don't have to go deep on that because it's like you said, you know, the press hasn't really opened it up yet, and stuff of that nature. But what do you feel like? What characteristic types do you feel like could really do you really look for in artists and everything that you want to work with? In general, I think we kind of brushed up on that, but like, what are the main like characteristics in general?
Well, I look to see if they have an open mind for one, because as an audio engineer, I understand my name is on this project as well. So if I ever feel like you can do something better or you wasn't trying that good, you know, I'm gonna tell you to do it again. I'm gonna try to help you figure out a better way to do stuff. You know, so I look for somebody with an open mind. You know, I also look for somebody that's hungry. They just got to have good listening skills, you know what I'm saying? And just, what else? Talent, too, at the end of the day. It's talent, too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Talent is good and everything, but I don't know. I feel like hard work and, like, you know, ethics is really, I feel like that outweighs that, because you can be the most talented person in the world and be, like, really lazy and, like, not even, like, you know.
I've seen plenty of artists who had all the talent in the world and were lazy. Seen plenty of that growing up.
No, seriously, I feel like work ethic matters a little bit more, because talent is actually subjective and everything. That's how I see it. You know,
you gotta have a little bit of at least some. Bit, you gotta have some talent,
some kind of strength.
You know what I'm saying? You can't just come in here with no talent and just think that is you about to make a record. You know what I'm saying? You need to practice. You gotta practice. I mean, repetition is the best way to be the best at anything. Yeah. The only reason I'm so good at audio engineering because I had hundreds of artists and I've put in probably 20,000 hours being an audio engineer.
Yeah. But it was hard work that like, really helped you on the way, though.
Absolutely hard work and a lot of downfalls, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, seriously. Heavy with the downfalls, you know. When you're in this music thing, you're going to get your ups and downs for sure, especially your downs. But when you're up, you're up. That's the beautiful, that's what we're all working for, is to get up. So it's like, you know, don't be hating on nobody. Don't be trying to drag people down and everything. And we can all work together.
Then remembering that you can go down just as quick as you got up, because I've been up plenty of times and still went back down. You know what I'm saying? That's all it is.
Yeah, most definitely, man. But outside of that and everything, what are your interests like outside of music? Are you type like an anime dude? Like, what kind of stuff are you into?
My girl more into anime than me. I grew up watching Boruto. Naruto. Yeah. I was watching that in like kindergarten, second grade, growing up my whole life pretty much. So I'll watch Boruto now every week that it comes out. She'll be putting me on different things though, you know.
I be trying to get it. I mean, I don't be trying to get into Boruto. It's just, I don't know. It's just, I be trying to connect. It just like doing next generation anime is cool, but it's like you got to do it a certain type of way.
Hey,
Like I don't
watch none of it though.
I watched a little bit in the beginning, but it's like what really turned me off about it is like, one is just, like I thought like a lot of Naruto's kids are gonna take after the Hyuga clan a little bit more, you know what I'm saying? And they kind of did with Himawari.
I was gonna say you ain't watch it for far enough yet. I'm not even gonna spoil it for you. Just know it's actually good once you keep going into it. Just know that.
Oh yeah, no, I'm pretty sure and everything because I still a lot of people are looking forward to like a grown Naruto and like him fighting a Kawaki and everything and the destroyed Leaf Village and stuff of that nature.
We don't know if Kawaki's gonna destroy that Leaf Village yet. It could be Boruto.
We don't know who's doing what or however they're doing it and everything. So I guess there's some reason to kind of listen. I think I'm gonna have to skip past like some things that I'd like to get to, Yeah. But I do notice that the Otsutsuki has like a whole lot of a presence in that anime and everything, a lot more than
they do. It sounds like you watched it. How you got this information?
Hey, no, I'm still like an anime person. I keep up with things little. I just don't watch it. I don't watch the episode. I keep up a little quiz. Cause I'm still gonna keep up with it to a certain degree, to at least keep up and see what's going on. It still is.
I enjoy it. You know what I'm saying? I was the biggest Naruto fan. I was skeptical on it too. But when I got into it, I'm like, wow, this shit's good actually, and it's a lot faster paced than Naruto.
Okay, a lot faster pace. Okay, well, it's something different. It's like now that saying because you're like one of the first few people that actually said like something positive about it.
Yeah.
So I'll definitely like check it out a little bit more extensively now. That saying what you said. I guess it's like I'm still stuck on like I was kind of hoping like Naruto's son would kind of look like Naruto like with the spiky hair, but like I thought his hair was gonna be like brown and look. I thought he would take over. I thought he would like take after Neji a little bit more. But like still, cause like Neji and Hinata are basically kind of like siblings in a sense, cause both their parents is like their parents are like
they kept
twins.
it realistic though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you might take after one of your parents more than the other parent.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I feel like I take more after my dad than my mom.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I think that's how they did the anime, and he does have some gentle fists.
Yeah,
He does have the gentle fist a little bit.
A little bit,
So
yeah, but it's
still got it.
Yeah, it's just I don't know. I just didn't want to be a carbon copy in a sense, but a carbon copy that looks up to Sasuke and like for I'm not really understanding like what exactly like does he want out of life so far because it's like, at the same time like I'm not deep in the anime like that, and it's just, what really just turned me off about it is just like like okay, you're very overly like critical about your father being the Hokage and not spending time with you, dude. This dude had like no parents. Like his parents, he was a freaking orphan from the day out. Nobody told him he had a beast in him and everything. No one even told him who his real parents were. His father was the freaking Hokage. No one gave a crap.
Yeah.
And everything, and it was just like they didn't even bother. They didn't protect dude had to really thug it out his whole life to get to this point. And tries to at least help the village as best as he can, in a world where I know they didn't trust him a whole lot. I think because then the 5 Kage like came to the Leaf Village and everything, talk about concerns about power, stuff like that.
It's a lot to go into right now.
Okay, that's fine. It's fine. We could go into this for a while because like I am an anime person and Naruto is my favorite. Oh, yeah, this is stuff in the background and I'm crazy.
You want to pause it real quick?
No, it's no problem. I mean, I could probably pause it.
Well,
yeah, excuse that, and so I probably should have said you're ready or not. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm good. But we were talking about animes though. What animes do you watch?
Anime. Oh yeah, Naruto's one of them. And everything. Dragon Ball Z, of course, what got me into anime for sure as a kid, because I was really young when I got into anime. Because my uncles were into it, and then I think I was like my first memories were like anime too. Because I think they maybe 2002, so I was like maybe 4 or something like that, like 2002, 2001 ish. I was just into that stuff like all my life.
Young age.
Yeah, so like you don't really remember when you just get into it. You just like you were just born into it, basically.
That's kind of true. You know what I'm saying? I said I started in like kindergarten.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? We was having playtime on the playground doing the damn Naruto run, act like we were ninjas.
Yeah, that was the time and everything. But that was when it was like actually militaristic. That's what I miss, the militaristic side of like Naruto. Like back when it was like they're building like soldiers and everything, and now it's like there's all gods and like they all.
But you know what's cool about it though is like the fact that they added that ninja tech into it, because it's kind of like my little brother, I see he's more of a tech head than I am. I'm great at technology, but then I look at him, he's into the VR, doing all the technology stuff. He actually started up my Twitch stream and did all that stuff for me.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? There's a difference in generations. And that's what I appreciate about, you know, the Naruto creators doing, you know, showing that.
Yeah, I need to definitely look into it. You know what's really messing me up about that? I think it's because I didn't play the video game and everything. Because I got like Ninja Storm 4. And I've been playing all the video game, but I got Ninja Storm 4. And which actually introduces Boruto's generation, and it's just like, I haven't played it all the way through yet because I'm not much of a video game nigga as much as I used to be, or as I can take time out to actually play video games. Like I put a play on for like a little bit, now hold it off, like because life became a video game. Like it's hard to focus on a fantasy world. Yeah. It's hard to focus on a fantasy world when it's like you got like, you know, I got these goals I gotta hit. I gotta do this. I'm trying to do this. You know what I'm saying? It's just that life gets more complicated when you got more goals to knock out. Like I feel like video games help you growing up because like now I know how to set a goal and hit a goal. Cause now it's like a mission now, but it's just like, you know, I feel like that's what threw me off. I need to find, maybe, I don't know. As soon as I get this podcast out, maybe I can still settle down and actually play some video games again. But
do a little bit of stuff, you know, to take your mind off all the business and everything. I play video games myself too. I play more 2K, Call of Duty, sort of video games, but I did play some Ninja Storm growing up, you know. But you said you never played them?
No, I have played them. I played them. It's just I don't play them like I used to. I didn't play. I didn't play the last one that actually introduces Boruto for me to probably get into. Maybe if I played it.
I ain't played that one either.
You didn't play that one? I played like the beginning part and everything, but I haven't finished it all the way. You know what I'm saying? Like when they're like with the first Hokage and the Madara fighting and everything, and then going through like throughout the ending of the war arc. But I didn't reach to the part where it's like you start playing Boruto and stuff like that.
Okay, yeah. I can't remember when I stopped playing. I want to say they weren't even quite teenagers yet. They were probably still kids.
Was that the first one?
It was the first and second one, maybe. First and second one, maybe.
It's not bad to get into. Those Storm games are really good. I played, I think, the second one and the third one and parts of the fourth one and everything. You know,
they were goated, bro. Back in the day, they was goated. Like, I mean, Dragon Ball Z video game was goated.
Yeah, the Budokai Tenkaichi one.
Yeah, but them Naruto games was fun too.
Yeah, man, I love me some of the Dragon Ball Z Budokais. I think those were
Tenkaichi 3 or something like that.
Tenkaichi, yeah. It was crazy, man. It was so crazy, bro. Like those times, man, they were wild. Those PlayStation 2 times, crazy.
Bro, what? PlayStation 2?
Greatest console ever.
I was living in South Carolina when the PlayStation 2 was out. I was playing a lot of 007, Crash Bandicoot, shit like that.
Yeah. Do you ever play Twin Sanity?
No.
Crash Bandicoot?
I can't remember, bro.
That was the one where he had to like team with like the dude with the N on his head, Dr. Cortex. Why does his head got an N in it if he's like Cortex? I don't know. Neo Cortex, I think that's for Neo.
Oh, yeah. Midnight Club. You played Midnight Club?
No, but I did play Grand Theft Auto 3. I was trying to play Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. My first video game I ever played was Vice City.
Vice City?
Yes.
I play all the Grand Theft Auto. I actually still play Grand Theft Auto 5 to this day.
Yeah, it's just like, but you don't be playing the story over and over. You be playing like the, what's it called?
I play online.
Online, yeah, that's it.
I play the online mode. Me and my boys would get on there and run a bunch of money and just spend it. But that's about it.
Y'all should put it on Twitch. You know, people can make hella bread off Twitch just by that.
I do got a Twitch account. My Twitch account isn't really revolved around gaming. It's more revolved around relationships and like our fan base wants us to do a lot of reactions because I'm not the greatest at video games. My little brother is the video game head, like I told you. You know, occasionally I'll get on and play some games, but it's more fun. We do like drinking games on Twitch, you know, different type of content.
I think one of my friends had a Twitch account. Was like, I need to get on with Twitch. I don't know what. I really need to because it's like, you know, T Grizzly, all he does is play Grand Theft Auto on Twitch. He be making like 6 figures off that.
Yeah, shit, with the right fans and the right people on your Twitch, you know what I'm saying? I want to say it took us 2 to 3 streams to get affiliated to where we can make money.
So you already make money off Twitch,
Yeah, we do.
I need to put that on my vision board for next year to get on Twitch.
Do it, bro. Like, think about it like this: if you're doing it anyway, why not make money off it? If you're playing video games, why not stream it? You know?
Seriously, I didn't know that many people are on Twitch where people can make like $6,000. Like YouTube, yeah, because it's like YouTube started like when I was in elementary school, and it was just clips and like watching dumb videos. But I miss those times.
Some streamers make more than that every month. Like, probably 50, 100,000 a month.
That is crazy, man. If I could just be paid that much money literally just to just do whatever, man, I would do more of whatever, man.
I quit every job I had if I was making 100K off of gaming. Why not?
That is a job. Like, what?
That's a job.
That's a job without a 401k, though.
That's very true. That's the thing about regular jobs. Regular jobs gonna get you the benefits that you wasn't gonna get anywhere else. But I mean, if it ain't adding up to that money that you're getting over here, you know, I'll tell you where to put your time at.
God, this is me again. Okay, it's just like if you can just hook me up with just something to just make me money with besides music or anything, bro. Please.
Crazy thing, you ain't gonna know it's gonna hit until you try it though. You know, I didn't know my Twitch was gonna jump that fast. You know what I'm saying? Where we got 1,000 followers in our first couple weeks. You know, I didn't know that was gonna happen.
I'm definitely getting Twitch next year for sure. Yeah. Maybe you think I should get back on? I mean, not get back on because I ain't get a Twitter. Like, would you consider like maybe getting a Twitter also? Like, I think I want to wait until I make a fan base first before I get on Twitter. Like,
well, I got a Twitter. I'm just inactive. I actually hate social media in general, though.
Everybody does. Everybody does.
Why do you hate social media?
I hate social media. Like, I feel like it's good and I feel like it can be very helpful, but I feel like what people has turned social media into over the years is what really made it bad. I feel like it kind of warped reality to a certain degree, where a lot of the people who you think are popping, like people are more focused on the image than really more focused on like the person as a whole. That's so true. It's like, so because of that, people are become very surface level with everything that they do. Yeah. And so that always leads to conflict and revolving around image and everything. That's which is like, I feel like that's one of the main issues we have with our generation. It's like, you know, so that's just my view.
Well, what I don't like about social media is like just a lot of negativity, bro. And I refuse to support things like that, you know what I'm saying? But the sad thing is that's what makes the money. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So with my values and morals and everything, I just don't support a lot of that. That's all it is.
Yeah, man, I want to take a break so bad, but I do this whole... how's it going, sir? Everything cool?
How y'all doing?
So, yeah, why did you hate social media again? So I had to cut off for a little bit. Like, I know you're saying there was a whole lot of negativity and stuff.
Yeah, it'd just be a whole lot of negativity and distractions that I just don't even need in my life. Like, my followers on social media know I only post what's going to be relevant. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, when I want y'all to pop out with me at events, I'll post some events. Or when I want to show y'all what's going on in my life and it's authentic as me, you know what I'm saying? I'll show you that. And then a lot of people don't show you the bad sides of their life. Mm-hmm. You know, I'll be the first person to tell you I go through real shit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to hide that from nobody. I go through real shit. I'll go broke. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I'll be down. I'll be borderline homeless. I'll be everything. Mm-hmm. You know, whatever you can name, that's what I am.
Ain't no shame in authenticity, right. But I just feel like, I don't know. It's just social media. Cause I know I spoke on the episode on the podcast with Leo Euro about like the negativity of the world and the bad spirits. I feel like social media kind of plays into like really spreading that negative energy and everything. You know, it's just like every time I'm just on social media, I just scrolling out like, dang, I really spent hours scrolling on this damn screen, just checking everybody a bit of what they got going on. When really I could have just called a friend and just see like, hey, how you doing today? Just checking up on you. What's up? Or like, hey, yo, you got anything you want to just pull up? What we do? Want to chill for a minute? You know, it's like relationships became more surface level, although it really helped with networking. Social media helps with that.
It does,
but it just makes everything so superficial, you know. So it's just like trying to bridge the gap of thing. There are people like on social media you probably follow for years. Like, you've probably been cool with, but you never even think for like once to just hit them up and just say like, hey, yo, you want to chill or whatever? You want to do whatever? You know what I'm saying? Relationships became more superficial, and it's just like, you know, I try to fight that where it's like, okay, it's like, you know, cause I be trying to find time to like make this podcast, and like, you know, you're at 127, so it means after you there's 23 more episodes I got to do before the end of the year, which I think is becoming more and more like, okay, like you can really hit this goal now, because like now I'm going on the neighborhood app and trying to ask people around, some people who are war veterans.
You want to do it, you want to grind, I got some more people for you.
Oh, yeah, that's the one thing that's one of the another thing Leo recommended me to you, too, because he said he knew a lot of artists in town, too. So, like, definitely send them my way for sure, because I'm sure I like to pick other people's brands out, kind of get a feel of what their background is and everything, you know. Like I said, the episode's very focused on that person. and stuff of that nature. But it's just like, yeah, man, it's just, yeah, this whole social media thing, it's like, it could be better. I feel like we need to really change up.
It could be better, like you were saying. Like it does spread a lot of negativity. Like I kind of want to see more positive things that people are doing. Like if somebody fed or rescued 12 puppies, or or somebody got shot somewhere over here, what's gonna do better numbers.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? The bad things and like that, I don't even want to see.
They post positive things, but the thing, even when you do post positive things, so there's always someone trying to make a negative twist about it or something like that, or just like, you could
ignorance.
Yeah, but even that, like, now it's starting to risk people's lives too. Like with PNB-ROCK, man, just the whole IHOP situation. Just because they knew their location, he lost his life at an IHOP. Like PNB-ROCK, an artist that's probably been everywhere, lost his life at a freaking IHOP. Pop Smoke got caught up literally because somebody knew where he was staying at. Yeah. It's just like, not everything you got to post on social media, man.
That's very true, because like the people I lost in my life, I had other people that were worried about things that, wasn't good. I was over here wondering if my bro was good, you know what I'm saying? Making sure he didn't die. But they worried about the extra shit, where, when, who did this, type shit. It just be a lot of that, bro. Like, rest in peace to PNB-ROCK, by the way, because he was one of my influences.
Yeah, man. No, seriously. PNB-ROCK, XXXTentacion, Juice WRLD, Nipsey Hussle, Pop Smoke, like literally, like I even spoke about it like on stuff, like how many artists have literally passed. And even recently, Takeoff got killed, which I never would have thought that Takeoff would have got killed.
I didn't see that coming either.
Literally, like I was at work, I'm like, what, Takeoff? And I was like, because it starts with one post, and then you think, okay, they're just messing with you. Then another post, and then a third post, like, oh wow, okay, this dude really got, his life taken away at such a young age. Dude was like 28. He was in his 20s, dude. And he did all that in like a decade with Migos.
Yeah, man, it's a crazy industry you live in. All I gotta say is, move smart, watch who you trust. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta watch people.
A damn dice game.
Be aware. Just have an awareness about who's around you. Like nowadays, I'm so focused on the team I got around me or the people that's around me. You know what I'm saying? Because if one person's lacking, that's gonna be your downfall.
Yeah, no, seriously, man. But that a freaking dice game, you lose your life. This is generational talent. And it's just like, you just be like, dang, even Nipsey Hussle died in front of his store. Like, why are people getting caught in like the most randomest places? Like, man, we all believe
it'd be like places that you comfortable at. You know what I'm saying? It might be at home. It could be it's always when you least expect it most of the time.
That's why that's why I just can't see myself being in Charlotte too long, man, because there's too much jealousy in this city as it is, man. Like, and you realize that you didn't even grow up here, but it's like you grew up here for like a couple of years. Like, you've been here for a while to even know.
I moved here last year and I already got ops out here.
Really?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Dang. Why are we like that?
Why are we like that? Like, I ain't trying to bash nobody or what they got going on. I'll even come in and help you out with what you got going on. Help you grow, you help me grow type shit. But, people just want to take it there. That's all it is. People just want to take it there.
And it's sad because even just hearing you talk and everything, I would have never thought you ever had any ops and everything. Like, none. But I know we all got haters. But it's like, dang, like, bro, like, you hating on people that don't even want to speak about nothing but positivity and everything. Like, what are you just into negativity? Like, no, man, I likes me some not negativity. What's up? Let's get negative right now. Like, come on, man.
I got ops everywhere I go. Even at Western Carolina, I had ops. It's called the NCAA. Dang. Because I was taking their athletes and making them into great artists. You know what I'm saying? The NCAA, bro, showing up at my crib, spying on me.
Wow. Then that really shows dimensions, because I never had no issues with nobody in North Carolina Central University and everything. Maybe one dude might say some like dumb shit sometimes, but it's just like you just learn to just forget about it, because like 8,000 people. Oh snap! I just dropped my glass. There's like 8,000 people at the school, and 80% of them is women. Like, how you gonna beef with dudes when there's like 80% of women in between that? Like, I don't know.
Well, the truth is, the further you get up, the more problems you're gonna have. Like what my business partner told me, I'm like, man, why am I having all these issues? He's older than me. He's like 50 something. You know what I'm saying? He's mentoring me. He's like, man, that's just the closer you get to the top, you're gonna have them problems. And I was like, okay, I understand what you're saying.
I hear that all the time, and bro, I just pray, bro. It's like wherever I go in life with this whole music thing, let me just have like, let me just have like the mental strength and also like the viability to really just be able to manage to get through this whole thing. Because very few people even reach a certain age in like the whole rap industry, man. Like Takeoff didn't even touch 30, man. He didn't, which is like, it's not fair.
None of them touched 30. The last 5 people you named, you know what I'm saying?
Nipsey also passed 30.
Yeah, he passed 30, but you talking about X, Juice WRLD, Takeoff. There's somebody that died on the same day as X.
Yeah, not same, on the same day as X? Mm-hmm. Who was that one that died on the same day as X? I'm trying to remember. It was somebody. Now I'm
talking about?
Now I remember.
Pittsburgh.
Jimmy Wapo. Okay. I wasn't too deep as a fan of Jimmy Wapo, but I know there was somebody.
Jimmy Wapo. He had some hard music. Damn. I didn't listen to a lot of his songs like I was listening to X, but he had like 3 bangers that I was playing every night. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, well then, kids, like, you got a good music taste, I'm sure. So it's like I'll probably be able to look him up. Although it's like he already passed away, so it's just like but it's like definitely want to give his music the honor,
Right.
I definitely want people to listen to my music when I'm gone. But it's like, damn, like, dude, like really, like, wow, we really take people losing their lives. It's just like I had a friend, well, not a friend, because I didn't really know him personally. I wanted him to be on the podcast because it's like this is how crazy that recent this was, because he was alive at the beginning of this year. And like, but it's like he got murdered recently. Ja SLT, I don't know if you heard of him.
I ain't heard of him.
You ain't heard of him? Okay, that's fine. He was really starting to blow up and everything. He got more subscribers on YouTube than Quentin Miller and everything. So it's just like Quentin Miller was a ghostwriter for Drake and whatever. I know Quentin Miller's pretty low key, but it's just like once you're a ghostwriter for Drake and everything, you kind of made it. You kind of made it. But it's just like, but to know that, but Ja was really like, I think we went to the same college too and everything. And dude, like dude just got shot in the face. Or not in the face. I don't know exactly where he got shot, but he got shot like literally just driving his car and someone put him on the side, bap, 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 and that was it. He was doing well. He was going to be on his way. Like, why do you want to take people's lives to do nothing but their passion? How does that bother y'all?
It don't matter what you do in this life. There's always going to be them haters. You know what I'm saying? I can't even go home. I can't go to my hometown. That's just simple. You know what I'm saying?
I second that, though. Once I get out, I'm getting the hell out of here.
You better get far away from here. Go to wherever you wanted to go. I want to live in Japan at some point.
No, seriously, because it's just like, I don't know, just anywhere but here, man. It's just, not trying to say, like, trying to shit on Charlotte or nothing but anything, because we have some of the most untapped, talent here in Charlotte. I know I've even mentioned, like, Keanu Reese, Leo Era, who I've interviewed. I've interviewed so many artists from here.
Right.
And I'm like, okay, wow, we really are, like, pushing the threshold. Like, by the end of this decade, like, there ain't no way, like, not, like, at least a couple of us are going to be, like, millionaires or known to some degree. Because ain't no way. Because like with all the talent that we got that's untapped and everything, the mindsets that are here, that are pressing here, that I didn't even realize were pressing here beforehand, ain't no way. Except another person who tries to take your life before you get there. Yeah. And it's just like, let's just not even speak a lot of that into existence, because I want everybody to win. It's just, I only get inspired. I get on this podcast, I hear y'all stories, hear y'all backgrounds, where y'all headed, and what's your philosophies of things. And then it's just like, I think like, hip-hop's going to be good. Hip-hop's going to be just fine in a couple years. But then it's just like, it's just, you got these niggas who claim they want to get this thing done, who claim they want to get far in this game. And then it's like all they do is try to drag other people down. And then it's like try to get in the way of their growth. And that is so weird to me.
Be an ego boost. Too much pride in this industry. You know what I'm saying? I've dated artists before. It's always that ego boost. When I'm an artist, you're an artist, we need to support each other. It'd be a whole lot of that, bro.
It's not ego, man. That's just, it's insecurity. That's just foolishness and everything. It's just like, I don't care if like there was like a rapper that started yesterday and then blew up like the end of the week and everything. I might have known their whole life and I've been chasing it. I would never hate on nobody. I feel like that's beautiful for you to change your whole life up, because it's like, that's God's, like, that's like God did it in a sense through you. That's a gift. Yeah. Why would you want to get in the way of other people's gifts and other people's blessings? Don't you want your own blessings too? Like, it would suck if somebody else wanted to pull you down and didn't want you to get blessed. And so that's such a weird concept. It's just not in my head. It's not my programming, not my nature. I can't relate to it.
No, it's true. I wouldn't even be where I'm at today if it wasn't for those people in my life that wanted to bring me up.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And not hold me down.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even be here today.
Yeah, seriously, man. That's why it's like for anybody that's listening out there, bro, like literally, like your circle will really carry you a lot further than you think. And it's not about just caring. You got to be a good part of that circle too. You got to have your own. You gotta bring something to the table also, but at the same time, having like a circle of like well determined, good habits, just good high vibrational people, you will get so far in this world and just in life and just music, whatever you want to do in life, you're gonna get far. Gotta cut off the toxic, gotta cut off the insecure, gotta cut off the bullshitters, man, because I swear it's gonna be constant just frustration, irritation, anxiety, depression, and then next thing you know, it's just it'll ruin your life. Don't ruin the life that God has given to y'all and everything. Like, be around high positive people. Choose your circle wisely.
Yeah, you ain't never lie, bro.
Never any lie. But it's like going back on to your background, because I know you got about like a good 10 minutes and everything. When growing up, what really led you really to get into like music in general?
Man, so many things led me to music, you know what I'm saying? From learning to play the piano in church, to joining the marching band in high school, or joining the band in middle school, to having a family that was into music. A lot of things kept leading me to this direction. I'll be honest and tell you, the thing that kind of forced me into this direction was because I was a great athlete in high school too, went Junior Olympics with the wrestling, and I was a great football player. But season going into my junior year, this is going to be one of my best seasons yet. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I started varsity in my freshman, sophomore year of high school. But, an injury is what kind of led me to music. I shattered my foot at a football camp during the summer. And, I was depressed because I thought, damn, wrestling is going to be my future. Football could be my future. You know what I'm saying? So I was kind of in a depression. But the new band director at Albemarle High School, he actually reached out to me on Facebook. It's like, I heard about your situation. A lot of students talking about you. I kind of want you to come into this band and be the leader for this band. So he made me the drum major of the Albemarle High School band. And that's where I found my passion and knew when I leave high school, I need to go to a school with a great marching band. You know what I'm saying? This is why I'm taking music seriously now, because I can't get no scholarships for no sports no more, because a shattered foot, you're out for 3 years. You know what I'm saying? Can't do nothing else.
Okay, well, I mean, that's good that you find your passion with things. My brother really wanted to get into football for a while. I'm trying to get him back into football again because, he's not really, like, injured or whatnot. Yeah. And, like, I got a friend that plays for the Charlotte Thunder, and I'm like, it's not the NFL, but it's like, you get $500 a game. I'm trying to get my other cousin into it, too, that's and everything. Money. Yeah, no, $500 a game is good, and they don't start their season till, like, February, so I'm really trying to get them tapped in, maybe to start working out with them. Even if they don't play this season, at least work out with them and network with them so you can be able to at least play for, like, another season. You know what I'm saying? Get yourself in shape, do that stuff and everything. We could probably make it like a family thing. Maybe we could all just go work out together, do something, you know what I'm saying? Do something to really, like, really get you on that path. Because, like, your passions, I don't want people, like, in life to really give up on whatever unless they really absolutely have to and everything. But to know that you still found hope to really, like, through this music thing, that's just God giving you another gift, like, just opening another door for you and everything. Just something to always keep in mind to that degree. And everything, music can be a very beautiful thing. Also, although it's like in the rap game, it's just kind of like low vibrational with a lot of things now. But it's just like, at the same time, I feel like it could change very soon. Like 2020 just started. Who knows? Maybe the end of 2020, so it'll probably be the best decade of music ever.
Yeah, you got to think about, like, sometimes the direction you want your life to go is not God's direction for you.
Exactly. And
bad things that happen in your life aren't necessarily bad. You know what I'm saying? If I would have never shattered my foot in high school, that I wouldn't even be here right now. I was planning to go to Michigan and wrestle, but instead I went to North Carolina or Western Carolina University and I pursued music.
Yeah. Inspired a whole lot of people. Probably inspired a whole lot of lives and everything with the whole DaCypher situation.
You feel me? I wouldn't have it any other way. This is exactly where I want to be, and I'm happy with it.
Yeah, you gotta keep that trust in God, man. I swear, man. It's just It's so scary, like how good things can go if you just trust and have faith in the process. But it's like, they're going to another subject matter. It's like, in this rap game, there's a whole lot of trends that are wonderful. They're just, okay, great. I love how that's going on. But then this other side that's just kind of whack and everything. If you would go into the description of what you find in the rap game now, in today's age of the rap game, like what are some things you find, okay, that's wonderful, that's positive, that's great, keep that pushing that, and what are some things that are just like kind of whack, like no, they need to cut that stuff out, like what's up with it?
Effort and not even trying. You know what I'm saying? Keep the effort. Cut out the I didn't even try on this shit. You know what I'm saying? Because there's people like me that's working 4 months on one song.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's just how I feel about it. I can tell when somebody didn't put no effort into a song.
Okay, all right, cool. I'll definitely see if I can send you my mixtape and see, just so you can critique it and everything. Cause I always want to like send it out just cause I guess art and everything, And I always, although it came out like a while ago, and I pretty much know basic of what things I need to work on. I just want to hear from other people's perspective and everything.
Give you some critique on it. You know what I'm saying?
But going deeper into like for this generation of rap artists, from like the Lil Xans and the so on and so forth and everything, and like the good like with Corday and everything, what are some things that you feel that you look forward to like years going down and everything, hopeful in regards to this generation of rap and everything?
This generation of rap?
Yeah. Like, what are some things that you like have hope for that you feel like, okay, that's gonna get better, and like, what are some things that just kind of like you find also kind of whack that's like in this generation rap that I feel like it's kind of holding us down? Like,
that's a hard one to answer. You know what I'm saying? The younger kids are getting smarter. I'm not even gonna lie to you. They're getting smarter. They know how to make a higher quality music with less money. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Their engineers are getting better. I was kind of one of them. I can make a $300-$400 studio work, but they getting better. Like they can make a cell phone work to where I didn't even know that they didn't even record it into a studio. That's something to look forward to. Anything else, I can't really think of it right now.
Okay. In 5 years from now, it's seeing like certain trends and everything, because like how I see it is like I feel like it's kind of, some people don't see it as 50-50, but I feel like I guess maybe it's just me and like how like what I really ingest music wise and everything. But I feel like there's a lot of lyricism that's starting to kind of be pushed on one hand with the Cordays, and I know Corday's cool, and just other rap artists and everything. I know Joey Badass just dropped it wasn't 99, it was 2000, right? That's what he dropped.
I don't know.
It was 2000. And everything. It's just stuff that, although Joey Badass kind of been here for like a while and everything though, but it's just like, just in general, it's like, I feel like when you want to find like lyrical rap, it's not as hard as it used to and everything. Whereas like, they might push that stuff on the radio, but it's like you don't really let it stick with you as much anyway, because it's like it's all the same.
You think it's not as hard as it used to be?
Like what, music nowadays?
Like lyricism?
I don't think it's hard, really, because it's like, whatever you find, you can always find like another artist that is just like, okay, like this is a dope artist. You can keep up with that dope artist. People like Corday. Maybe the media might not push them a lot to the forefront and everything, but with that's like SoundCloud, Spotify, and everything, you're bound to find like music, even when it's kind of underground and everything. And maybe they might not blown up yet, but it's like, you can really you have more options now.
We do have a lot of options. I feel like it's getting a little bit more creative. Like our generations are more open to a lot of things that the past generations wasn't open to. So it's kind of like comparing LeBron to Michael Jordan. You know what I'm saying? It's different generations. We still have good lyricists here today. Yeah. Great lyricists.
Yeah. Very great lyricists and everything. And I feel like it can only get better now, because it's like a lot of like the people like the Tekashi 69s and the Lil Pumps and everything. Like, although it was pretty cool, like people get older, you know what I'm saying? And then it's just like, what's cool, like with the whole Xans and the whole like, you don't even put any effort into the songs. Like 21 Savage was a part of the same generation, the Lil Uzi Vert and all them people. And still, I feel like 21 Savage has improved so much now, where he can even do an album like with Drake. which is actually I need to listen to it again, but it's pretty good. It's pretty dope.
Listened to it yet.
I haven't listened to it yet.
Not yet.
You gotta put it on in the car. Gotta put it on in the car. It's like it's okay. Take your time, whatever you want to do. But it's at the same time, it's just like because like I know some people might not put it up against like what a time to be alive and everything. Because I guess maybe because nostalgic reasons, a lot of things sound better back in the day than now. But it's like at the same time, it was still a pretty dope record, and it's just like 21 Savage is like at a level now where it's like you put him up to J. Cole, put him up with Drake. And everything. I don't know if he done song with Kendrick Lamar, but I'm sure if he ever did like song with Kendrick Lamar, it would also be like
amazing,
pretty dope too. Like
that's what happens when you find your voice, you find your sound, you find out who you are.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying, you can't miss.
So it just showcased that all you got to do is just put the effort in, and like literally it'll happen for you, and everything. So it's like really 21 Savage is very inspirational to me. Like on that, like dude really just grew up into this rap thing, like really grew into his shoes and everything. Like I feel like that's wonderful.
Yeah, and I respect the rappers that's not afraid to change. You know what I'm saying, or accept what their new life is. I respect that.
Yeah, like Tyler the Creator and everything. Tyler the Creator was like the whole Bastard to Goblin to Wolf, and then Cherry Bomb, and then it's just like Flower Boy, and then Igor, and then Call Me If You Get Lost. Really great album selection, by the way. It's like very, very great discography. Like but it's like, and he's just 30, so it's like he still has time on hand. It's like he's only getting better on that end.
I feel like he's been out for so long.
Seriously,
I remember listening to him when I was a kid.
So it was like I think I was like middle school. I think that's like first.
Like
yeah, and then it's just an Odd Future. I didn't really get into him until he dropped Wolf, and then like Lord of the Scroll was on Adult Swim. He was doing all types of things, so it's like that's one of my idols right there. Is Tyler the Creator and everything. Just,
your idols?
Yeah. I mean, my main people is like Notorious B.I.G., Tupac are like the main artists that really got me into rap game, and then it was like like the more I started exposing myself to other artists in the 90s like Nas and the Wu-Tang Clan and everything, and then moving on like to like people today with J. Cole, Kendrick Lamar, Drake obviously, because like Drake is just always on but like J. Cole's like one of my main people. Tyler the Creator, I like Freddie Gibbs, MF Doom, changed my life ever since, because like it was just like it's like this really is underground. Yeah, so like
are you mainly influenced by rap, or do you have other genres that you influenced by?
I mean, hip hop is like the main influence and everything, but it's like if I had to step out, like okay, rock, I would say who in rock? I know there's a lot of rock people that I know of, like, so, but I feel like there's like in terms of the one that I really mess with, like System of a Down. Like I like System of a Down. What are they called? Finger 11, I think is that what it's called. 9-inch Nails is pretty alright. What's that? 3 Days of Grace. A lot of the people that I know about it through like SmackDown versus Raw game, so it's just like I'm gonna be honest with that.
Yeah, like, I'm not. Of course, I'm mainly a trap and rap engineer, producer, or whatever. But like what I listen to regularly just be so broad, you know what I'm saying? And I kind of take techniques and little pieces here and there from each genre, you know what I'm saying? Where my girl too, she listens to everything. She's always showing me some new genres. Like, this is a new genre that came out, you need to listen to this music. But I'm not too involved into the rap past, you know what I'm saying? I listen to a lot of things outside of rap whenever I'm not doing my work.
Yeah, that'll help you like really freshen things up, man. It's like, it's just like, it's like, especially with System of a Down, I feel like that's like I feel like that's a rock band that's like, I feel like I feel like, okay, that's like my rock band. Cause everybody got like a rock band that kind of like reflects them, or it's like, if I were a rock band, this is the rock band I'd be.
I like pop music a lot, actually.
Oh, really? Who artists out of pop do you like?
Man, there's so many pop. I honestly want to consider 3 Days Grace a pop, but I like the Plain White Tees. I kind of like Lady Gaga growing up a little bit.
Yeah, Lady Gaga was cool.
Lua Deepa nowadays, she's dope. I don't know if you listen to any of her music, but a lot of pop music. Also, so one of my cousins is actually Michael Bivins from New Edition R&B group. Oh. They kind of influenced a lot of different styles into R&B, including pop, including rap and R&B.
They need to bring back neo soul.
I like neo soul. I actually got some neo soul artists.
Yeah, Neo Soul needs to come back. Like this, we needed. I feel like that's what would need to clear out all this negativity. We need some more Anthony Hamilton. We need some more Common.
I'm with it, bro.
Need some more Lauryn Hill and some freaking Life Jennings too. Yeah,
I agree with that statement.
We need some slice of life type songs, you know, like with the whole J. Cole vibes and everything. But we need some more slice of life. We need to really stay grounded. I feel that would really help too.
Absolutely, we need a lot of that. Besides that, like in my family, my mom just grew me up listening to a lot of R&B, and one of her favorite artists was Prince, and he's actually one of my favorite artists as well.
Yeah, Prince is good. I need to check in deeper into Prince's catalog and everything.
He's so good, bro. And on top of that, he mastered pretty much every single instrument. And you know how hard it is to master anything?
Yeah, Prince is crazy. I know he was really good at basketball, not because of the Dave Chappelle thing.
I seen that episode.
Like, everybody knows about that episode. But it's like, he really was really good at basketball, like crazy good and everything. Dude's in his own lane. Like, I don't know. The government got him, like, bad.
Yeah, I agree.
Ain't no way dude just got sick and they just...
Because, I mean, Prince was one of them people that was growing up that you never knew anything about. There wasn't a lot of negativity about him in the news. You know what I'm saying? You don't know a lot about what's going on in his life. He laid low. He was a safe person.
That's the best way to go. That's how J. Cole is and everything. You don't see J. Cole out and that's like protesting or something like a little bit. Like he's like a day-to-day kind of guy. That's like the best way to like be famous but also be like rich at the same time. Like,
I mean, even with that, you kind of not safe.
Yeah, no, seriously. But who?
Michael Jackson, big influence too, though.
Oh yeah, Michael Jackson.
I chose the Prince side because they're kind of going head to head at that time. But
I feel like I'm more familiar with Michael Jackson than Prince. But it's like
Prince. I only got 2 records in there for my record player. One's a Prince record, the Purple Rain album. The other one's a Kid Cudi album.
Oh yeah. Oh, so you're a big Kid Cudi fan then?
Yeah, I like Kid Cudi.
Yeah, bro. I remember when Day and Night was coming out. Like that was around the time where it was like MySpace was actually like the thing, and so I was kind of young at that time. But we were going to K Skate, and everything. They play that stuff at K Skate. I'm like, bro, this whole song is a vibe, bro. Going to Kate skating rink when they play Day and
Skates?
Yeah, when we were young. Yeah, Kate Skate.
That sounds so familiar. I feel like I went there before, bro.
You probably did. But we had it was like a skating rink. I think they had one in Indian Trail. I think
I feel like I've been there before.
You probably have. But it's like they'll play like Day and Night from Kid Cudi when you're like skating and everything, bro. Those were the times, bro. Dude, that sounds like when that song when Day and Night came out, I don't know what the world was just different, bro.
It was. Did y'all have those all night skates?
Not all night, but I think they'd had that as an option, but it would get close to nighttime when we were like leave like K skate.
Yeah, we had them all night skates where we were kids and we would go to the skating rink and be there all night. Just kind of get in trouble a little bit, but
back on Kid Cudi, you feel like Kid Cudi's not getting like the respect that I feel like he should have like had, or not I should have, but you just feel like he's not being respected as much as he should.
I mean, I've personally always respected Kid Cudi.
Yeah,
but I mean, as far as what the world thinks, I have no idea, to be honest.
They threw a bottle at him.
Threw a bottle at him?
Yeah, it was like one performance. I think it was like he said, like, if somebody throws another bottle at me right now. Wow. I'm off this damn stage, and then they threw another one.
I feel like that happens all the time. So I used to actually work as a security guard for festivals, for artists, and that happens a lot, bro.
Dang, that's crazy, man. But Kid Cudi though, it's just like I don't know. I think they got him as a replacement for Kanye West at Rolling Loud. I think that's what it did it because people wanted to get Kanye West. I need to go to a Kanye West concert for sure. Like
I'm down for that one.
Kanye West, Kendrick Lamar.
Well, one of my favorites right now is A Boogie.
Oh yeah, I've heard some things about Hey Boogie. I feel like they're generally positive. He's a dope artist. I need to get into.
Honestly, love the New York style of music, like just their style in general. I feel like I would go thrive over there. I've been loving their music for a long time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I feel like I like Atlanta's place where it's like with the whole there's so many types of Atlanta artists, and they're from all types of, I don't say all types of walks of life, but there's so much music from Outkast, Childish Gambino, the obvious traps out with Young Thug,
Jid out there, hard.
Jid is very, very hard. But it's just Gucci Man, Young Jeezy. It's just like the whole ecosystem of Atlanta's music scene is just so deep. And it's just like, how is Charlotte left behind by Atlanta? Like, where it's just like, we're southern metropolitan cities, even if we're not like heavy with the hood stuff. there should be like more like a life in Charlotte. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know how to answer that question. I ain't been in Atlanta enough to answer that.
Yeah, I need to go out there in Atlanta. I need to tap in and link up a network out there in Atlanta, because I know that's basically gonna be like the Hollywood of the South, like.
Yeah.
And again, maybe a couple more decades when they start making more movies and things of that nature, and it's just like the music thing too kind of helps. It can really bring a whole lot of opportunities for us.
That's very true.
But it's like, oh yeah, we've kind of overstepped the whole hour line of like this interview and stuff of that nature and everything. We can't be here all dang night, so it's like I feel that. But it's like this is a pretty good episode and everything.
It's a great episode, man. I love to get back on the podcast and do another episode with you in the future, you know, kind of catch up on some stuff, finish some conversation. I could talk about this for days.
No, seriously, I can tell. Oh, definitely, I'll see if I can tap in with you next night. We'll be in Charlotte up until next year. I think I'm trying to move to DC sometime like later next year. But I'm trying to add video to the Mental Threads podcast for the 3rd season. So it's like now it's just like, you know, just trying to get the audio stuff content out. Then maybe next year, if I have video, definitely want to hit at least 50 more episodes like with it live. So it's just like you're definitely gonna be on the list for people I want to get.
You can do it, bro. Like, I respect your grind. I respect everything you got going on. You know, I invited you to my humble abode. You know, I listened to your episodes and I like what you got going, bro. So just keep working to that, bro. You're gonna get somewhere with it.
Yeah, and now you're a part of the Mental Threads podcast.
I'm a part of it. I'm part of the family now, y'all.
Definitely want to tap in with DaCypher, Charlotte. Definitely want to tap in with other artists that you might know too. For instance, because it's like, you know, I respect other people like in Charlotte that actually want to focus on building the rap scene in Charlotte, and it seems like you're taking that due diligence to actually build on it. Even though that you're not like, you weren't born in Charlotte, but you lived in Charlotte long enough to you want to build in Charlotte.
Right.
So it's like, I feel like I respect that also, you know. It's just like, you know, this is a culture. I feel like this is like the underdog city right now. Still haven't won a football championship. Very disappointed with the Bengals game today. Yeah. I don't know what y'all was doing. It's just like, you know, but even with the Hornets too, it's taking us a while to really figure out things for this city.
The great thing is that means there's room to grow.
Yeah.
There's room to fit in.
And we're the ones here in the city trying to help grow as best as we can, you know, whether if it's for business or music or whatever. So I appreciate your efforts also. You know, everybody that works hard, I appreciate that.
You're going to make a difference one way or the other.
One way or another, the work ethic is going to show. The work ethic, we're going to get the fruits from our work ethic. Sorry, I'm messing up right now. Work ethic, we're going to definitely get the fruits for our labor sooner than later, or later than sooner. Whenever time it comes, it's going to come for sure. But that's it for the Mental Threads podcast, episode 127. Do you have any final words to go off on before we out?
Yeah, I mean, if y'all want to, you know, connect with me on any social media, I mean, I'm either going to be on Instagram or Snapchat. So my Instagram is EQWRECK, EQWRECK, if y'all want to come connect with me.
Yeah, most definitely. You definitely got to tap in with dude. He knows people for sure. But that's it for the Mental Threads podcast. We sewn in and then we're sewing out. Good night.